Good morning, and welcome on this wet, wet morning to the Universalist Church, in which love is the spirit. We are glad you are here in the sanctuary, or anywhere in the world, especially those visiting or returning after a time away. I'm Sherri Englehart-Shea, one of your representatives on the Board of Trustees. If you are a visitor, we hope you'll talk with our welcome team or visit our webpage, www.westhartforduu.org, to learn more about us. Our guest book or online contact page will help you get onto our electronic mailing list. Our electronic communications are the best way for us to stay connected. We look forward to helping you become a part of the Universalist Church. We've made it through the season of colds and flu, and COVID numbers continue to decrease. Masks are always welcome here, and we encourage you to stay up to date with your vaccinations and boosters. If you would like a mask, our ushers have some that we're happy to share. After worship, we'll have fellowship in Fisk Hall and through Zoom. If you need help finding your way to Fisk Hall for our fellowship hour, any member of the church will be happy to guide you. Just look for someone wearing a Universalist Church name tag. You can find the link for Zoom in your weekly news or our Breeze calendar. If you aren't getting the weekly news, please sign up for it on the website. And now, I invite you to take a moment to make your mobile phone silent, turn off your email, put away your keyboards, and settle in for worship, which is being led today by our guest preacher, Dianne M.
Good morning, everyone. It is indeed a pleasure to be with you on this drippy, wet morning. I got up and I said, oh, the temperature's not going to be too bad. Maybe it'll be a little more comfortable today. And the rain and the humidity says, ha, we fooled you. It's going to be sticky, steaming today, but you know what? That's okay, because we're all here, and that's what matters. It is indeed a pleasure to be with you. Got a test of my driving skills this morning because the sky opened up when I hit the Route 2 84 kind of Mixmaster. I know there's something else they call the Mixmaster. I think it's in Waterbury. But today, there were cars and trucks, and thankfully everybody was driving really slowly, And a couple people had their flashers on, so we were kind of waving at each other. Yep, we're okay. Yep, we're okay. Just keep on going. Our call to worship this morning is adapted from a poem written by Alison Stormwolf titled The Archer. I take out my arrow, unfinished dreams and desires, and place it firmly in the bow of my determination, and aim it at the starlit sky. Such amazing power behind the action, totally pure intention. And as my prayers, my intentions ascend into the night sky, transverse, Mother Moon in silhouette, the planets call out in unison. She knows her path. We will assist our sister. I can close my eyes, and in that deep place where day has cast aside my worries, I can rest assured and protected. The universe is on my side. What now can scare me? What can limit my power? May the words of this service help you to realize and retain your power now and throughout the week ahead. Come, let us worship together. Hi, folks at home. If you happen to have a home chalice, please light it with me. As I light our big chalice, touch to the sides, I'm replaying my directions in my head. There we go. All right. Our chalice lighting was written by Reverend Erica Hewitt, and I've adapted it slightly for this service. It's entitled Bold and Courageous Together. To be bold is to show an ability to take risks, to be confident and courageous. We are bold when we engage with the world around us and when we give to one another the confidence and the heart to live as fully as possible. To be courageous means that you stand by your core. There is a belief in almost all traditions that living from the center empowers you to face whatever life has to offer. With full hearts, we affirm our relationships with one another. We recognize our agency and our connective power. We accept our responsibility to be bold and courageous. We light this chalice, symbol of all that we are, all that we have done together, and all that we will be and will do as our shared ministry encourages those within and beyond our walls. Our opening hymn is at number 114 in the gray hymnal. If you have one at home, and there are some in the pews for those of us here in the building, number 114, Forward Through the Ages.
Move the faithful spirits at the
speaking the words of our affirmation, our covenant, as printed in the order of service. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. And now, for our Time for All Ages, please welcome to the lectern Dr. Patricia McKee.
A couple of weeks ago, I told you a story about power, but I never used that word to describe my story. I wanted to give you the opportunity to say to yourself later, well, that was a nice story, but what was it about? What did it mean? Stories in church are almost never just about entertaining us. Sometimes they're really not about entertaining us. They almost always mean something. So yes, however you sussed it out in the days following, I can tell you what that story meant for me. It was about being able to take the power that anger and sadness can have over and against us and putting it in its proper place. One of the many ways to do that, to take something that feels so big, so overpowering, and see it for how small it really is, one way to do that is to lighten up in the face of it, to laugh and breathe and know that you let it get the better of you. Or that if you were watching yourself like you watch a character in a sitcom or a cartoon, you might very well laugh right at your own difficulties. Laughter can disarm anger and sadness, take it by surprise, and give us immediate relief. Laughter in a moment of despair or anger is like a pressure valve. Laughter is an immediate way to release the pressure, and thanks be for that. I have another story to share. I was in a meeting just yesterday morning with a group of folks who all have a similar problem. One that causes us all grief and frustration and sadness. We get together and talk about our sadness and anger, and that helps us feel better. It's very simple. Toward the end of the meeting, when things were coming to a close, someone said to me about my particular sadness, well, this too shall pass. Things like this just have a way of running their course and coming to an end. They have to, right? And the person who was offering me this thought turned to everyone else in the room, and everyone was in certain agreement that yes, this too will pass. This very frustrating part of my life that's got a hold on me right now, it will pass, it will come to an end. They all agreed. Well, I still wasn't so sure about this. One person in the group, and everyone noticed this, because everyone kind of gravitates toward this person for wisdom. Everyone noticed that this person was silent on the matter. And so someone asked this person directly, well, it has to end, right? This person said, with no hesitation, I don't know. And that was a relief. That was a relief to me. After every last person was certain about how my frustrating and sad situation would turn out, after every last person in the meeting was sure things would get better, basically after it was promised to me that my difficulties were bound to end, I was relieved by the exact opposite. Only when the wisest member of the group threw up their hands and said, I don't know, did I have a moment of whew. And you could feel the whole room breathe a sigh of relief along with me. This is strange, right? Isn't there an answer for everything all the time if you look hard enough and try hard enough to find it? Yes, it is very likely that my current sad and frustrating situation will come to an end. It's very likely that trouble and sadness, like everything else, come and go. And that's what we want when we're angry or upset. We want it to just go away. And we want it to go away so bad that our impatience and our ideas about what should happen, those feelings reach right out and they hold hands with the very problem we're having. Let me tell you a secret. You're allowed to throw up your hands at a problem and say, I don't know. It's not that you're giving up, quite the opposite. I would love to say that Einstein probably said, I don't know all the time. I want to find that anecdote somewhere, right? But a well-placed I don't know helps you to let go of old ways of thinking about a problem, and it magically gives you room to imagine. So let's keep this up. In your toolbox for now, you have laughter and the magic I don't know. The next time I see you up here, or I see you from up here, we'll talk about what happens after those two tools, while they relieve pressure in the moment, need to invite a special third guest to the party. Until next time.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna make sure I'm here to hear that third guest that's coming, because now my curiosity is piqued. The voluntary offering, the sharing of our resources for our shared work as a religious community, is a spiritual practice for us. By offering your time, talent, and treasure to this community, you help us serve the members, friends, and wider community of this congregation. As part of that service, we share our general offering each week with organizations that do work in the world that brings us ever closer to creating the beloved community. This month, we share our offering with PFLAG Hartford. PFLAG Hartford works to help our community and all communities where they have a presence healthier, more well-informed, safer, fairer, and happier places for LGBTQ plus people, their families, and their loved ones. Their mission is to build a foundation of loving families, united with LGBTQ people and allies who support one another, and to educate ourselves and our communities to speak up as advocates until all hearts and minds respect, value, and affirm LGBTQ people. PFLAG, which if you don't know stands for Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays, is the first and largest organization for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, non-binary, questioning, and queer plus people, their parents and families, and allies. PFLAG Hartford was founded by Helen and Bob Brill in 1981, and they served as its co-presidents until 1989. The organization continued to grow through the 1990s and continued their activism into the new century, working tirelessly in multiple areas of LGBT civil rights reform, gay parent adoptions, civil unions, military policy, gender non-discrimination reform, full transgender rights recognition, and same-sex marriage equality. Today, PFLAG Hartford is a robust chapter of close to 100 members as they continue the mission of support, education, and advocacy in Connecticut. To give electronically, please use the QR code on your order of service, the links in the description, or those on our website to make your donation to our offering. Here in the sanctuary, our offering will now be gratefully received. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll reach over. I have long arms. Y'all will just find. Bless this offering and all those who contributed. May the offering multiply exponentially to do the good work of this congregation, and may it carry your love, your faith, your strength right along with it. Thank you. If you would, grab your hymnal and turn to reading number 559, entitled Someday by Emma Goldman, which we are going to read together. I'll give you a moment to find number 559 in the gray hymnal. I think we're ready. All right, let's go. Someday, men and women will rise. They will reach the mountain peak. They will meet big and strong and free, ready to receive, to partake, and to bask in the golden rays of love. What fancy, what imagination, what poetic genius can foresee the potentialities of such a force in the life of men and women? Thank you very much. Please rise as you are willing and able and join in singing the Doxology. Thank you very much. Y'all are in fine voice this morning. I want to share with you now a reading entitled One Day Away, written by Maya Angelou and adapted just a little bit for this service. Every person needs to take one day away, a day in which one consciously separates the past from the future and releases the hold the past has upon us. Jobs, family, employers, and friends can exist one day without any one of us, and if our egos permit us to confess, they could exist eternally in our absence. Each person deserves a day away in which no problems are confronted, no solutions searched for, no power expended. Each of us needs to withdraw from the cares which will not withdraw from us, to focus our center from which our power flows. To restore, preserve, and retain our personal power, we need to take that one day away. Not forever, but so that we can remain steady, focused, strong. To be our best selves the next day and all the days to come, until we can take another day away. Please join me now in a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. Please join your voices together for hymn number 123, Spirit of Life, after which you'll hear a musical message and then my sermon. Hymn number 123, Spirit of Life. Spirit of life, come. Good morning again, everyone. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about power. And on that Sunday, I defined it as the ability to influence or change an outcome, in addition to having a level of influence and authority, especially over other people. There's another kind of power that we need to support and be open to: personal power. When you embrace your personal power, it can help you to develop and manifest a clearer sense of direction. Knowing where you want to go in life can help you to tap into a sense of motivation to follow that direction and focus on your eventual destination. Your sense of personal power will help you to feel confident in your ability to reach that destination no matter what life might toss in your way, like a thunderstorm first thing in the morning. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? How do you feel confident if you aren't truly aware of what you're capable of? You might be thinking of a mistake or two that you've made in the past. Confronting those regrets and missteps won't always be easy, but when you're able to do it with a clear head and a centered spirit, you'll enhance your personal power. Getting through those tough times and those challenges that we all experience in life is easier when you embrace and honor your personal power. It's that quality that gives you the confidence, resilience, and interpersonal skills to deal with life as it's handed to you, or indeed as you create it. Yes, you can take control and create more of the experiences you want in your life. Don't hand your power over to anyone else. If you let them, other perfectly imperfect people will happily accept your personal power, placing your happiness and hopefulness in their hands, putting them in the driver's seat of your life, and taking away some of your agency. Will it feel easy? Perhaps. But ultimately, you're betraying yourself and your personal power if you just give up and let someone else direct your present or your future. You can develop and strengthen your sense of confidence in your own abilities and at the same time acknowledge that you have much to learn from other people. When you are more open to and accepting of others, it gives you an avenue of support. Relying on friends and family for support or advice displays a different kind of personal power. You're not handing the reins of your life over to someone else, but you're smart enough to accept help when you need it. There are some boundaries that you will want to keep intact. You don't have to drop those boundaries anytime someone challenges them. There are lots of ways for you to develop the habit of increasing your personal power and retaining that power so that you have full control over your life. Boundaries empower you to dictate what happens in your life and how you choose to react, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It is those boundaries that will prevent some negative influences from reaching you at all. Knowing your boundaries will put your personal battle plan in force, giving you a clear direction in which to move forward or to respond to unexpected events. When you choose how you're going to react, you can avoid the power-draining consequence of victimhood. Being or playing the victim gives away your power to others. Being clear about what you stand for and what you believe in is a clear way to demonstrate and strengthen your sense of personal power. Your values guide your emotions and your actions. When you are confident and centered about your values, it will take more than a thought for someone to distract you from your path. You'll be less likely to get lost in thoughts of what if and spend hours wondering what your life would be like if you'd taken a different path. A greater sense of your personal power brings confidence, and you'll be more likely to go out and make positive things happen instead of just waiting for them to fall into your lap. Stand strong on your journey and refuse to deviate from what you know to be right. That's going to reinforce your power and help you create positive outcomes. Confidence in your power will help you take action when needed, a crucial step in your continued development as a human being. You'll have the ability to let go of what is not serving you and hold on to the things that enhance and reinforce your personal power and serve your goals. Sometimes letting go of distractions, pleasant though they may be at times, is the real test of your personal power. Being willing to go without the approval of others can be a testament to that depth of personal power we all have. What others think about your life doesn't have to be the go or no-go signal for what you want to accomplish. No one else is living your life. You are. You don't have to be liked by everyone in order to have a good life. Living life on your terms, as your authentic self, honors what is unique and different about you and helps you live within your personal power. Live a life that stands out. Trying to blend in can tap into doubt and fear, not personal power. Don't try to disguise or hide who you really are. Trust that you are enough. Hang on to our first UU principle that speaks to your inherent worth and dignity. You didn't have to do anything to earn that. You have it because you are. Love and accept all aspects of yourself, flaws and imperfections included. There's nothing wrong with being flawed. It's part of being human. And embracing that fact taps into your personal power and your courage. Use your heart to help guide you. Be resolute in your convictions and your actions. Believe in your goals and hold on to your personal power. Have you got the idea yet that I want you to hang on to your personal power? Don't compromise your goals. That will push unhappiness to the top of your agenda and force you to give away your power to others. Live a powerful, authentic, happy, and powerful life. Yes, it is possible if you remain steadfast in your beliefs and your goals. When things aren't quite going as you want them to, you have the ability to change directions, make different choices, and turn it around. Be grateful for your life as it currently is, and at the same time, leverage that gratitude to help you honor and support your personal development. You can use your personal power to challenge what you see as wrong, influence your friends and social network to be better people, and tap into their own sense of personal power. Encourage others to establish and maintain their own boundaries, command respect from those who haven't yet discovered their own personal power, and show them the way to get started. And finally, you can use your personal power to hold people accountable. When you live authentically and in your own power, people will notice and they'll want to emulate you. Holding people accountable and asking them to be and do better as they see you doing the same is a powerful way to not only help yourself, but to help others as well. You can accomplish this by setting an example. You don't have to intimidate or force others to do things your way in order to display your personal power. It'll become evident in your actions, what you say, and the way you live. Demonstrating your personal power by solving your own problems instead of waiting for someone else to do it will give you a boost that others will see and want to experience for themselves. You are capable of affecting change for yourself, for others, and for the world around you. You'll feel more powerful when you act in ways that create positive outcomes and recognize that you are powerful enough to shape events in your life. You can use your compassion and kindness to be instrumental and, yes, powerful in redirecting negative actions. When exercising your personal power, don't forget to celebrate the wins in your life, even and especially the small ones, because you can build upon every victory to increase your personal power. In an ideal world, we would forever be pain-free, but that's not the world we live in. There are lessons in pain and discomfort, but learning the lesson doesn't mean we must be obsessed with what caused it. Don't try to push the discomfort aside. Walk through it. Let go of the negative emotions and use your personal power to change direction and take a different path. Be accountable for your actions. Continue to embrace yourself for who you are and create a smarter plan for taking action that defines specific, measurable, actionable, risky but not ridiculous, time-bound for accountability, exciting and relevant steps you will tap into your personal power to achieve. When you've completed your plan, don't forget to celebrate your success and the increase in your personal power. Have a fabulous week ahead. May we all be cool and dry moving forward. And please now enjoy our closing hymn, number 126, Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. Together our unison benediction. Engage the world in peace. Have courage. Hold on to what is good. Return to no person evil for evil. Strengthen the faint-hearted. Support the weak. Excuse me. Please remain for our postlude and have a powerful week ahead.
Thank you.